come make some steak tacos with us today. Alrighty, so we're gonna start by getting our veggies prepped to go on top of our tacos. I usually just like to do onion, cilantro, and lime. If you like to do tomato or anything else, you can also throw that on too. Right now I'm just chopping up this onion, per usual. I usually like white onion or yellow onion, but really any type of onion works for this, whatever you like, whatever you have. And then I'm gonna do a bunch of cilantro too, like tear it off. And it's okay to have the stems in it too, because those are different type of flavor too. And you just want to give that a rough chop. You don't really want to go through this too many times because then the cilantro will start to bleed out a little bit. But just a couple times through should be good. Like so. And then we're going to just take a lime. And you're going to want to cut this into slices. Oh, I totally did this wrong. That's okay. So now I've got my pan preheating on medium-high heat. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take our flank steak here and then spray that down with some oil. And we're gonna do salt, pepper, garlic powder, and a little bit of paprika. And you wanna get that on both sides and then give your steak a nice little rub to get all the seasonings in there. You can do this to taste as much as you like. Usually like a good covering on either side. And don't be scared to put a good amount of salt because the steak is in need of that. That's good. Alrighty, we've got our steak all seasoned up now. And we're just gonna throw that in our hot pan. You wanna make sure you lay everything. You want your pan to be hot enough so when you put the steak down, it sizzles like this. And then you wanna just press it down gently to make sure that your steak is in contact with the pan everywhere. And then you wanna let that go for about 4-ish minutes per side. And now our steak's been going for a couple minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. Fillet. Another few minutes on the side. All right, and now that our steak is done, we're gonna go ahead and take that off. And we're gonna let this rest for about 5 minutes. That way, all the juices kind of settle, and that way our steak is juicy. So our steak's been resting for a little bit now, and we want to go ahead and get this sliced up for our tacos. If you can come in and zoom in, you can see that the grain of the steak runs this way. So we want to cut it into chunks like that. That way, when we start to cut our steak into those pieces, we're cutting it in such a way that you're going to chew across the grain when it's the smallest, which makes it a lot more tender, because if you're cutting with the grain, then your steak pieces are going to be a lot more tender. We'll come back when we got our steak all cut up and we're ready for our tacos. All right, we got our steak all chopped up. Now we're going to go ahead and assemble our tacos. So you're going to want to take a few good pieces of steak here. Like so. And then we're going to take some onion, some cilantro, so a lime wedge on the side. And then we got some guac or some pico here. If you got guac, go ahead and put that on, but I don't have that today. You can put as much pico as you want. And there are our steak tacos.